Welcome, everybody. This is Vince, so I'm here to talk about PlayStation 4, Sony, and the truth in the end. How they are going to be just like Microsoft in the end. Alright, so you guys probably already saw the press conference where Jack Tretton come up saying the PlayStation is going to cost $400, which is cool. That's awesome price. Nothing against the price that you don't have to always be online. Now, like, I can go kind of both ways type of thing where the publishers can say, hey, I want this game. If to even play this game, you can be online. You need to be online all the time or something like that. You're going to have to pay for PSN, which, most people are happy to pay for that. The other people that don't, that's their problem in the end. All right, let's get down to this used game issue. So basically, you have two different windows open up here. So you have an article or an interview, article, whatever you want to call it. He did do an interview from Kotaku's Evan, if that's how you say it, Evan. And then you have on Game Trailers, you have an interview with him there where he does say, yes, Sony first party, so all the Sony first party people is not going to you'll be able to sell those games or trade them in or give it to a friend or whatever. You'll be able to do that. So that's how he spun it at the press conference. Didn't say we and our partners, and and I said this in my previous video about the Xbox One. Don't buy it. I said that he said we. That means Sony and Sony Entertainment, and we're not going to block it. But what about the third party? The third party is the biggest part of the business on consoles. So the third party is going to have the option to block used games or whatever the case is. Just like what Microsoft said. Microsoft just came out and said it straight up front, and that's it, the truth. But everybody is freaking out about that when I said just hold on and calm down, because the PlayStation might do the same thing, and they are. Nobody can doubt that. Now, as for the online all the time thing, Microsoft's version might be different from Sony's version, where it's going to come actually down to the publishers if they want the consumer to be online to even play their game in the end there. So as you can see in the article down on the left there about the DRM always is that it's up to the third party and everything like that, and they're not dictating and making it mandatory. Nobody's saying that Microsoft is making it mandatory. It's the same thing. Microsoft can get Sony to do it, and as I said, it was down to the publishers, because it's their games that are getting pirated. And I think Last of Us is on the internet. It's been on the internet for almost a week now. In the end, like I said in my other video, but it's the same thing, guys. Now, as for price, you got me there. I have no comeback for price. But it's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing. And I'm trying not to freak out here, but it's the same thing. The ability is in the console to block used games if the publisher decides to do that. Sony Entertainment, Worldwide Studios, their first party games are not going to block it. For all we know, Microsoft's first party is not going to block it. Right? It's up to the third party. Now, if a third party wants to commit suicide, they're probably going to do it and then die, fizzle out, or the game is going to flop, or whatever the case is. But they are doing the same thing. As you got me with the Microsoft always on, all you'll be able to do is watch movies or whatever the case is. Now that makes me think that it's the publishers is putting that implementation in the games. In the end, where you need to always be online. Now, Trenton said that you don't need to be online to play games. Now, think about this now. He just said that his first party studios, you can trade into games and stuff like that. So what do you think that means? That their games you can trade in, you can play offline, you can do all of that stuff. But what about the third party? The third party could be the one that is going to always need online and everything like that. It's just the same thing, spun differently. To win E3, he didn't mention, oh yeah, the third parties are going to be able to block used games. He didn't say that at the press conference, right? Because he wants to take shot at Microsoft in the end. Now, as I said, I don't care what they do. The stuff that they do not affect me whatsoever. Meaning, I'm gonna buy both and I'm gonna play games. I have internet, blah blah blah. But it's just when they keep spinning stuff like this, and people are like, "Oh, Microsoft sucks. So go with Sony. They're not doing the DRM, but they are doing the same goddamn thing, the exact same thing." That's what pisses me off, and that's why I make these videos. In the end, they are the same thing. In the end, the consoles are the same thing. One is cheaper than the other. That is it. They are the same thing when it comes to the always on, the DRM, blah, blah, blah. They're the same thing. Okay? So I'm not going to go too long with this video. Thank you guys for watching. We will see you in the next video. I got about... Yeah, never mind. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.